Okay.
I like keeping you on your toes.
I feel like you could have brought it up later.
But I didn't want
Okay.
to.
Okay, fine. We'll talk about it later. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm set. Everything's ready. Everything's going. Just completely missed a news story last week, FYI. Like probably the biggest thing of the week last week.
What was it?
Well, we'll talk about it later in the news segment.
Okay.
I guess I realized it earlier. I'm like, oh shit, I never brought that up, and that's a big deal. But here we are.
You started. Why open? The podcast was we missed a huge piece of news if you don't want to talk about it.
Oh, we will talk about it, just not now. Patience, in.
Okay.
I like keeping you on your toes.
I feel like you could have brought it up later.
But I didn't want
Okay.
to.
Okay, fine. We'll talk about it later. Sorry, guys. Everybody wait. Blake doesn't want to tell you the piece of news now. He wants you to wait 7 more minutes, and then he'll tell you.
Emily's being a little hostile today. Emily's on her toes.
While we're on hostilities, whatever filters you have on my camera, they need to go down.
Oh my
They're
god,
too much.
This is the same one we had last time.
No, but I fixed my camera settings.
See,
It's too dark.
Okay, so I need to turn the brightness. What if I just do this?
Just turn your filter, just whatever you have on it. Just
I turn the filter off.
There we go. There we go. There you go.
Are you happy? We good?
Yes, this looks much better.
Is the camera issue officially fixed forever?
Not forever. I would say it's mostly fixed. I think I should still probably buy a higher quality camera at some point. But I think this looks a lot better than it did a few weeks ago.
Guys, we've been doing this since 2023. 2023? 2024.
It used to be better. I think because I was in a different space and I had a green screen and the lighting was different, and I think it just all worked a little bit better. But something about the way I have my desk set up in here and the lighting made it really weird. But I think I fixed it.
Oh yeah, we did start in 2023, July 2023, and we
right after it came out.
Yeah, and we will hit our 3 years in July. Oh, we got to do something. We got to do something big. I don't know what.
Big?
We got to do something big.
Right,
I don't know what. We got to talk about it.
Throw a party.
You got to do something big for that. We got to do something big for episode 100 because we're on episode 72. You guys spent at least...
We have 28 weeks for that.
Actually, officially, after this episode goes live, you will have almost exactly 3 days worth of content available to you to ingest.
It's more than 3 days because we usually go over an hour.
Yeah, we do. So probably more like 74 hours worth of content, but like...
Fighting.
That's insane to think about.
You could listen to us talk about nonsense for 3 days straight. And then, if you make it through that, you get to officially be our biggest fan. Although, at that point, you might be our biggest haters because you had to listen to us talk for 3 days straight.
I want comments, though. Like, look, no press is bad press, I think, when in terms of podcasts and stuff. Somehow Joe Rogan's still alive.
Yeah, well, Joe Rogan has a lot of fans. Joe Rogan might be crazy, but Joe Rogan has a lot of fans.
Yeah, he's, Anywho, on to the fun stuff. I mean, my backlog update's gonna take 2 seconds because I'm still playing Like a Dragon, and yeah, I barely progressed. That's it. I just haven't had time. Is the thing. And I don't know what I'm gonna do when Pragmata comes out. Put it down and come back later, I guess.
You'll have to because you have a Pragmata review to do. You can't put that off.
I know, and that comes out 2 weeks from Friday. It comes out the 17th.
Wow, that's crazy soon.
I know. I thought about this because you're not going to be here next week, and I'm like, oh, I'll take the week off. But then it hit me when Ferg messaged me yesterday saying, "Hey, I have Pragmata pre-ordered." I'm like, "Great! I can do a week, a couple week before, or it'll be a week before at that point episode of what we expect, just this time without you." So
yeah, sure, go for it.
I'm gonna do it. We're both excited for Pragmata. I'll convince Emily one day to play it, and when I'm done with it, maybe we'll see. Unless I hate it. I guess I don't know.
I've never been against Pragmata.
I know.
I haven't been like, this isn't my game, I'm not going to play it.
That reminds me, I almost forgot a news story that is related to that. It's actually a good, kind of cool thing Capcom is doing. So, you know what? I'll
Oh, are
start
we going
there.
to news now? Wait, are we going to news now?
No,
Is this
no, you,
officially part of the
no,
news section?
no, you have backlog stuff to talk about. Do your backlog stuff.
I haven't made any progress in my video game backlog, but I will be playing Baldur's Gate 3 again starting Thursday, and I'll be going pretty hard on that one. And so I should be done by the next time you see me on podcast, hopefully. I'll either be done or I'll be super close to being done, but I imagine I'll be completely done the next time you see me.
Fingers crossed.
Other than that, my book backlog is going fantastically. I'm at like 30 something books for the year, so killing it.
Actually, on that, Cass messaged me. Cass, if you're listening, Cass messaged me yesterday, and it's the end of March. At the end of every month she sends me all the books she's read and however many she's read, whatever. But she said that she's already 15 away from finishing her 2026 reading goal, and I think she's read like you 30 to 40 books somewhere in the range of that. Like, Jesus Christ. I told her, like, you
reading? Okay, well, don't say what she's reading on podcast. Maybe she doesn't want to be doxed like that.
I'll mention one thing because she will tell you about it herself, which is she's reading all the Dungeon Crawler Carl books.
Yes, she was one of the people who recommended that to you. Okay.
Yes,
cool.
Yes. I'll mention that one. As for the other ones, one of them, I recognize the cover. Actually, I'm okay with mentioning this, too, because I'm pretty sure it's not an embarrassing one. The rest of these I don't know. She read The Ministry of Time. I've seen that like everywhere.
That's actually one of our book club picks for later this year. Your wife picked it, and it's been on my list to read for a while. I actually have a copy of it. Right. If you can see the red book on my bookshelf right there, it's the one right above it.
I believe you.
I have it. So it will be read by me this year as well. So Cass, I can't wait to know your thoughts.
Shouts out, Cass.
I should mention, while we're talking about backlog stuff, this isn't directly related to backlog, but it's something I want to mention. I recently played Resident Evil 9 for one of my best friends and the biggest Resident Evil fan I know, and the person who knows the most about all Resident Evil lore in my life. And her take was it wasn't very good. So I wanted to get that take out there to the world. I wanted to share it. Mostly she had obviously she didn't play it, so she didn't speak to the gameplay. I played it for her, but her biggest problem was there were parts of the story that just didn't make any goddamn sense, which I agree with her on. But there were things that specifically contradicted other games in a way that was pretty intense, and she had a big issue with that.
I do have one question specifically, because I don't know this about her. How does she feel about Leon?
Does not like Leon, hates Ada.
Okay, then her opinion is valid.
I don't think she was here for Leon. She loves Chris Redfield. Chris Redfield is her dude.
Oh.
She loves that guy so much. She and I have not seen eye to eye on Chris specifically in regards to Resident Evil 8 and Chris Redfield's role in the situation that happened in Resident Evil 8. So she was not biased toward Resident Evil 9 because of Leon's existence. She personally didn't feel the nostalgia for the Raccoon City section. She felt that instead of doing Raccoon City, it should have been the mansion because that was the actual first game instead of Resident Evil 2. So mixed feelings all around. She still has to play it herself, but she's in South Korea, so she can't do that for a while. Get that out there, another take, another opinion, as she kind of agreed with me for the most part about the story being real wonky.
It's still going to be nominated for Game of the Year. Hi, Lucky. Hi, Lucky.
Hi, Lucky.
Lucky's the number one Fall Guys fan of all time. It used to be me and Emily, but it is no longer me and Emily. Luckily, Lucky has definitely taken that spot after we fell off hard.
You know, we should play Fall Guys.
I don't know
the last time I looked at Fall Guys.
Dude, I look at it every once in a while. I'm like, I miss Fall Guys. And then I move on.
I miss Fall Guys. I do think we should start going back to a few games that aren't Repo. Love Repo. I think I've gotten burnt out on Repo a little. I want to do Peak again. I want to go. We should try Fall Guys again.
I want you to play Yap Yap.
Oh, yeah, we could try Yap Yap.
Yap Yap is so much fun. RV
There can really do it for me.
No, RV There Yet's not that great. Not for me.
I found the mechanics really frustrating. But, hey, if you guys have some more good Friends Lab games, throw them in there. I want to know about them.
What are you trying to say, Lucky? You saying I talk a lot? Huh? Huh? Huh?
One could argue he started this podcast just so he could yap.
Usually, to be fair, to be fair, I do talk a lot. That's it. That's all I have. There's nothing else I can add to that. Like that's my whole gig.
I like how you came to a defense, and the defense says, "Yes, I do that." So, fantastic defense.
Cool. Let's talk about news, and I won't let Emily wait any longer. I'll talk about the thing I missed last week. Specifically, PS5 prices are now up by a lot, and I mean a lot. Oh, did you not hear this at all?
$150 more.
Yeah, it's
This is Nintendo's fault.
Yeah, it's crazy. PS5 standard PS5 is $650. And the what?
What's the justification?
I honestly don't know.
What is the justification for raising the price of like a 5-year-old console by $150?
It's the same with every other company. Oh no, I know the justification. And unlike Microsoft, I can at least cut them a little slack. It's RAM prices. No. It's RAM prices.
That's still crazy work. That's crazy work, bud. That's the cost of business, bud.
So like Microsoft, I got mad when they rose their prices because of RAM, because like they caused the AI problem. They're part of the AI problem, and they're the reason RAM is like like it is. Sony, I'm sure, has dipped their toes in it, but they're not building data centers like Microsoft is.
I hope they don't sell another freaking PS5 for $650. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is $150 price increase on a 6-year-old console.
It's even worse, Em. The PS5 Pro, which launched at $700, is now $900. That raised by $200. Yeah.
Things, people. Just stop. I'm just gonna stop doing video games altogether. What the hell?
Look, I'm just saying this. I'm just saying this as a whole. We need to. Normally, consoles like.
Turn it all down.
Well, yeah, that too. Normally, we would be expecting a new PlayStation next year or maybe early 2028. But I'm saying we go 12. PS5 can last 10 to 12 years. I think this can last longer. It does not. We don't need a new PlayStation anytime soon.
I won't be buying a new PlayStation if it's going to be $650.
Same. I don't need to.
I haven't even forked over $500 to Nintendo yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, she might be this year for a later news story, but we'll talk about that later.
It's real, maybe.
Yeah, if it's real, Emily will be in line, like out the door in line.
Okay, if it's real and not ugly.
I mean, you'll still be buying a console though for the game that's coming out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, hold on. Let's move on to the next story. Speaking of AI, so Pragmata, specifically coming out in 2 weeks, has a level. And the whole premise of Pragmata is you're in this futuristic dystopian future where AI kind of runs everything. And to grasp the essence of it, what Capcom did is they made one of their levels based on New York City. They made it look like it was made by AI, but they completely made it by hand by humans. They wanted to make it look like it was AI slop, but humans made it. What?
I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of creative. It's a kind of like cool idea that they put together for us, you know? Yeah. Capcom doing the Capcom thing to say, no, we're not going to use the AI. We just want it to look like shit.
We want it to feel like AI touched this, so you can feel just how crappy and terrible it is.
Like the screenshots show, like there's taxis like melting into the street and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, that's good to know. That is very good to know. So yeah, that was my my fun thing that I forgot to add for today, but I found out recently. Also, as of today, Pragmata went gold. Pragmata has officially gone gold. It is done. Pragmata. It's good to go. Capcom is. This is a year for Capcom, dude. Oh, why? Why Stream Deck? Why are we doing this? Why? It's like 4 times a day now.
Update right now, Blake.
It does it now. 4 times a day. How many updates do we need? Hi, Ferg.
So many updates. Have to stay
fresh. Oh my my god. I'm gonna skip to this one because this one's fun. Pokemon, Pokopia, and IKEA are collaborating.
I saw this today.
Yeah, they're making like little flat packs based off the game. Like, look at these. They're kind of cutie.
What would I do with it?
I mean, it's not for us, obviously. I just like IKEA. IKEA does cool shit.
I like IKEA. It's just like, who's this made for?
This one's made for children. This one also might be made for children. These might be children flat packs.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, it's still cutie.
Like not a combo, not a collab I ever could have predicted.
Oh, they've been doing weird gaming collabs for years. Like, they made a whole, like, gaming desk line a few years ago when they collabed with Asus for some reason. They had some cool shit. I didn't buy any of it because I moved away from Florida, and now I don't have an IKEA near me. The closest IKEA to me is 5 hours away. But
That's depressing.
Well, that might change. We have a mall that's essentially going defunct, and we're all pretty sure once it shuts down, they're going to turn it into an IKEA.
Ooh, that'd be nice. We have one, but it's about 2 hours away.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, I'm like, where? Oh, no, I know where it is. 2 hours is doable, though. Like, if you were making... That's like, oh, I need furniture, day trip to...
You know where this IKEA is?
I'm pretty sure Allison told me. It's the only, like, major city I know for a fact is 2 hours away from you.
What city?
I mean, not to dock... It's not in Detroit?
No. I mean, it's on that side of the state. It's in Canton.
Okay, but how close to Canton is Detroit?
From downtown Detroit, an hour.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair.
Maybe a little more than an hour.
It's
like on that side of the state, but it's not really the suburbs.
This is how Michigan is to me. I'm probably gonna be wrong with this. This side, the entire east side is Detroit, and the entire west side is Grand Rapids. I know that's not true.
It's like Detroit, Lansing, Grand Rapids.
Oh, and I forgot Mackinac Bridge and Mackinac Island. And Traverse City. Bridge is up here. Mackinac Bridge. Traverse City is somewhere up here.
Wait, it goes like this.
Yeah.
That's where I live.
Yeah, I live in a shoe. Actually, yeah, we both live in articles of clothing. You live in a glove, and I live in a shoe.
I got the mitten. I can't believe you just called it the glove. What is wrong with you?
It's a glove. A mitten's a glove. Come on.
It is exclusively called the mitten. We call it the Mitten State. We have merchandise that say the mitten on it.
Am I from there?
It's the glove.
Whoa!
Okay, sorry.
What just happened? I gotta get used to this keyboard.
I heard you say the glove and it got really upset.
I have this new keyboard is small and I keep hitting it on like the sides, which there are buttons on the side and it does weird things and I have to get used to whatever it is. But yeah, this is a cute little thing IKEA is doing and I'm here for it. Good for you, IKEA. This is fun. Yeah. This is just fun. This one aligns with both of us, kind of. And I don't know how to feel about it. So you know the games Nier Automata and Nier Replicant. Yes. Yoko Taro, who with everybody at Square Enix, he probably is the closest to Hideo Kojima. I wouldn't even say that. In terms of level of artisticness, they are about the same, but with their own distinct styles. Like, Yoko Taro is not trying to be Kojima. He's just as artistic as Kojima, just in a different way. Right?
Sure.
Yeah, he's a very weird dude, but I'm here for it. And his games are very, very artful and really thought-provoking. So that's the point. So those games came out. And it turns out today he announced a new Nier project is coming, and it's going to be a horror theme. Nier Cosmic Horror. And people are like, I hope this is not an April Fool's joke or anything, but this is the official, like,
click the
page.
Video. Click the video.
You don't get much. You don't see much. You see the mascot's face. You see Emil's face on top of this, like, cosmic horror thing. Whatever it may be.
Okay. I thought maybe there'd be more.
Yeah, there's not much to it. I mean, it was just announced today. I think they were going to announce it tomorrow, but they chose not to for obvious reasons. Actually,
Because April Fool's Day.
yeah, I'm gonna take a break real quick. I fucking hate April Fool's Day so much. It is the worst day of the year, and I don't mean that like I'm not
Yeah,
being hyperbolic. It literally is my least favorite day of the year.
it sucks.
It is a bad day.
I'm not
Um,
a prank person. I'm not, like sometimes I find I enjoy the little like fake headlines that news people post on like Facebook or whatever.
those are fine.
Uh, those can be funny, but if somebody's pulling a prank on me or somebody's like convincing me of a lie, I'm not happy.
Uh, my whole thing was is trauma from my parents on an April Fool's Day because I was always like fine with it, like it was just a day, and then it became
Uh-huh.
a day that I hate. I loathe it, and I'm anxious and on my toes all day.
But I feel like that's the thing, right? Is you're like I liked it until somebody went too far. And I feel
Yes.
like that's the thing. If somebody's always going to go too far and just like I don't like pranks in general. I don't think pranks are funny for the most part. I think they just make one person look really stupid or feel really bad and then everybody points and laughs at them.
It's just a prank, bro. It's just a
It's
prank,
just a
bro.
prank, man.
Last bit of news that I have, and then we can see if Emily has anything, and then we'll jump to main topic. And me and Emily talked on the phone about this yesterday. Apparently, and I was gonna mention it last week, but I chose not to. Apparently, there were rumors, and they're calling them leaks, that an Ocarina of Time remake is coming, as well as a new Star Fox and some information about a new 3D Mario game. More importantly, is that Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. I didn't mention it last week because I'm like, this sounds like a rumor. This sounds like nonsense. Yesterday, though, a report came out that Nintendo is actually furious of these leaks coming out, which gives me a little hope that this might be real. Obviously, no confirmation. I have nothing. But I have a little bit of faith now that this might be a thing that we're getting, potentially. It would make sense for the 40th anniversary is all I'm saying.
I think this is what I wanted. If you watched our last podcast, I sat here with my giant Yoshi in my arms and begged Nintendo to acknowledge Mario and Zelda, specifically Zelda. So hearing that there's an Ocarina of Time remake in the works, like this is something when Blake told me about it, I'm so desperate to believe, but I'm not going to believe it because I am not going to set myself up for failure. Hello, I'm still sitting here, however many years later, waiting for them to simply port Wind Waker HD. I'm not even asking for a remake or a remaster. They already did a remaster. All I'm asking for them is to take the thing they have in slot A and put it in slot B. I'm pretty convinced it would take someone at Nintendo 5 minutes to do, and they haven't done it. So this is so cool.
What
I'm not going to engage with this.
what gets worse for me on that whole front is that when there were like legitimate leaks that Wind Waker was coming to Switch 2, and we got to that announcement, and we were so hyped because we knew it was coming. It was just on the GameCube emulator, and that destroyed
And
me.
only if you have the Switch 2.
And not only you have the Switch 2, you have to have the super beefed up version of Nintendo Online, which I don't
I mean,
have.
I have that, which is the sad part.
Oh,
but
that reminds me. I need to still jump on your account whenever mine expires.
oh yeah,
So
I'll figure that out.
we can have a cheaper price every month.
Ferg, I did wish it into existence, and I will take credit for this because I did do a little ritual with Yoshi last week and beg for this. I'll take that credit. I think the one thing that gives me hope is that the leaks came from Nate the Hate, and I historically trust him. I think he's been pretty accurate with his leaks and his video gaming news over the course of the last decade or so that he's been around. So that gives me a little bit of hope, but I'm just playing it safe here. I'm not engaging with this. And it would be great because if you all know, I said I wasn't going to buy a Nintendo Switch 2 until Wind Waker came out for it, or until there's a new Animal Crossing or Zelda game, or until they had a better looking Nintendo Switch, because I simply was not going out to buy the gray blob. So if they came out with a really pretty Zelda version with Ocarina of Time for the 30th and 40th anniversary, would be thrilled to purchase that. would feel good about giving my money to that. It can go right next to my powder pink Nintendo Switch one.
Actually, you know what I want to do? Speaking of prettifying consoles, I want to, because you can take the side plates off your PS5. I want to take them off and spray paint them like a pastel purple.
Ooh, I would think that would be very pretty. I would do pastel purple. I would do pastel purple.
The purple they use for PlayStation uses is it's blue on camera. Like this looks blue here. That's how dark it is.
We've talked about this before, but I'll say it again. Yeah. Xbox, or I guess maybe I shouldn't put this on X, but mostly PlayStation, are terrified of doing cutesy colors. They're like, we simply must do, if we're going to do pink, it has to be the brightest and hottest, like, neon pink you've ever seen. And then we'll do a dark blue, and then we'll do a super intense red, and maybe every now and again we'll throw a white with a little hint of pearl or rose gold your way, but we will never give you any pastel color.
I accidentally turned on my PlayStation. I'm like, why can't I hear my PlayStation noises? When I picked up the controller, I hit the PS button. Turn that off, so this is on the background. I would definitely not put that on Microsoft, because yes, you can buy pastel colored Xbox controllers. Xbox has always been good. They even have their own design lab where you can customize how you want your controller to look.
Right. Like, I'll give them that. But like PlayStation is just so freaking allergic to cutesy colors. I have literally, and I mean, it took me to the end of the Nintendo Switch 1's life cycle pretty much to get those pink Joy-Cons. Those Joy-Cons were released with Princess Peach's Showtime, which came out in 2025. Mm-hmm. So it took to pretty much they announced the Switch 2 for me to get pink for Switch 1. I don't know what I don't understand the hatred for the pink here, guys.
I have this weird, sickening feeling that every time we get a new pair of Joy-Cons, they're not going to change the color of them. They're just going to change the color of the ring that's inside the circle. I hope not.
I want these gray monster Joy-Cons. I think gray's so ugly and I hate it and I don't want it.
She was never into millennial gray, guys.
I'm not. I'm so sorry. I'm here to be a hater. If you have the gray plank vinyl flooring, I just know a bunch of millennials who are slightly older than me to the point that they like have houses and they all like gray.
I don't like gray. I don't like gray, but
at like both of my sister's homes and the home of almost every other millennial that's slightly older than me that I've been to, it's like a light blue wall with gray, white, and black furniture.
Oh, okay.
And black metal accents and decor.
We have the gray floor, but that's what came with the house. But I have white walls. My couch and my chair and my ottoman are gray. But other than that, everything is white and light pastel blue.
See, that's it. It's the white, the black, the gray, the pastel blue. If those are your four colors, you're millennial gray.
Oh, well, I mean, that's just what we have. Oh, also gold. We have the gold stuff, too.
Okay, see, the gold offsets it a bit because most of the millennial gray, like, aesthetic is doing, like, black metal frames or, like, wood frames.
No. We have gold in our gold candlesticks. We have gold, I have a golden giraffe that just sits on there. Stuff like that. That's where our gold
that offsets it. I'm in the like slightly younger millennial green phase.
She's a cusper, guys.
Yeah, I got that like millennial green going on. I think the younger gens are moving past the green now. But when I have my own house, I aspire to look like grandma. I'll have like really bright pink wallpaper and florals and I'm going to take over the grandma aesthetic. So, one day.
The grandma aesthetic?
Yeah, I'm going to have little tchotchkes everywhere. I'm going to have, like, really intense floral wallpaper. I'm going to have, like, the cafe curtains over my... Like, it's just going to be really bright and colorful and lots of tchotchkes.
Well, I think it's time we talk about...
I have 2 pieces of news, actually.
Oh, you have news. You didn't let me know. What's the news?
Well, you said we'll see if Emily has news, and I said 2, and then you never came back to me. So
I didn't hear that. May have been one of those annoying things where your microphone just bleeps out for some reason.
Probably. one of these is not really news because it hasn't fully come out yet, but the Mario movie comes out tomorrow.
Yes.
And I'm going to see it. It's gotten lukewarm reviews so far, but that's pretty standard. I think the first one also got pretty lukewarm reviews.
Yeah, I checked Metacritic for both when I saw the Metacritic scores went live. The first one got like a 45, and the second one got like a 35. I'm like, yeah, but those are critics. Those are not
Those are
fans.
critics. This movie's gonna make $1 billion still. Also, I don't know if we talked about it last week, but Star Fox is here and he's voiced by Glenn Powell. Um,
Emily loves that
so
man in one specific movie.
I do. I do. I would never say I'm a Glenn Powell fan. I would say I'm a fan of Glenn Powell in the movie Twisters. That like I have a deep love for Glenn Powell in the movie Twisters, but I don't know if I've seen another Glenn Powell movie to even like call myself a Glenn Powell fan.
I can't. I feel like he appeared out of nowhere in Twisters, and then I started realizing he was in other stuff. I'm like, oh, I don't remember you in
No,
that.
oh,
Moving on.
no, I have seen him in two other things, and I really liked him in those as well, but I didn't know who he was when he was in them. The first is the movie Hidden Figures. He plays the astronaut, and that was like I think one of his earlier roles because he has like short blonde hair, and I had no idea who he was when I saw that. The second one is he's in a movie called The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society, which is based off a book I really read and liked. It's a Netflix film with Lily James, and he plays the second leading man in that. And I liked him in that. But again, both of those I didn't know who he was at the time. I don't think I could put a name to the face until he got really famous. So these were all like 10 plus years ago movies. So
Yeah, hold on. Now
I would not call myself a Glenn Powell fan.
I am a Donald Glover fan, and he's in this movie, so.
He's Yoshi. I actually saw another thing that said that he really campaigned for that role.
I believe it.
He had his people reach out to Nintendo and he's like, I really, really want to be Yoshi. So I did hear a campaign for that. So that was my first bit of news. I will be seeing it tomorrow. Unfortunately, I won't be here next week for podcast if Blake does it. So I won't be able to give you my review. Maybe I'll text my review to Blake and he can tell you all what my thoughts were. I'll also get my niece's reviews because they're big Mario fans and they're younger. So I'll tell you what the younger audience is feeling about the movie. And then my second piece of news is obviously related to the one game I consistently come here with news for, which is that Dreamlight Valley is getting another update next Wednesday.
Jesus Christ. Why are fans mad now?
They're mad because they're introducing a museum and nobody wants that because it's too big and they don't have any room to put it.
So it's becoming more like Animal Crossing, and they're mad that it's becoming more like Animal Crossing.
Yeah, the museum is a stupid idea. I don't think they need it. I'm also shocked. Did I mention who's coming to this update?
No.
Can you guess? Because I didn't think this character would ever make it into Disney. I actually thought that Disney Dreamlight Valley would not touch this character with a 10-foot pole.
Milo.
Who's Milo?
Milo from Atlantis. Milo from Atlantis.
No, I think he's gonna come in at some point. It's Pocahontas.
Why not? That's one of their biggest grossing franchises.
I wouldn't say Pocahontas is a franchise.
Oh, I mean, not franchise. Yes, like based off a. Yeah.
She's a controversial princess, mostly because she's based off of a true person. And there's been a lot of controversy in the last decade or so, specifically.
Oh, that's right. The glorification of John Smith, even though he was like a bad dude.
Yeah, and so also just people talking about, they felt like they really tried to just like make money off the Native American culture. So there's been a lot
that's
of.
Fair.
And, like, normally they have the star path and everything tied to the character, and I think there's a lot of thought process of, like, how do you make a star path based off of a Native American character? Do you just make a lot of Native American items, and is that offensive? So I think there was kind of a consensus that people were like, no way are they ever going to try to put Pocahontas in this game and, like, make money off of selling Native American. But they are. And she comes on Wednesday of next week.
I think it makes sense now because essentially because we're in the age of the representation, which I think is a good thing. And, there's plenty of natives still around who are probably playing and want their representation of some sort.
I actually have seen that a lot. I've seen a lot of the discourse of people being like, well, this is offensive to Native Americans. And then somebody responding being like, I'm a Native American. I'm very happy to have Pocahontas here. So, I'm not going to speak for them one way or the other, whether they're happy or not happy about it. I just thought I did not think they would touch that. I thought they would stay away from that, but she's a pretty big fan favorite. People are really excited to have her. And so we'll see how they handle it come Wednesday. I'm excited. Her stuff looks really cool. It looks like they did a really good job with her. I think the person they never will touch with a 10-foot pole is John Smith. I don't think he'll ever come to the
They
game.
can't. They literally can't. I mean, they could, but I'd be mad.
So we'll see. It comes out next Wednesday. I'm gonna play it. Also seems like maybe we'll start to get some more New Orleans Princess and the Frog characters.
What's her
And
name?
we'll see. Oh no, we already have Tiana.
Oh, okay.
We've had Tiana for a couple years now. I was thinking of Naveen and Dr. Facilier. I actually couldn't think of the name of the movie. I was trying to think of Princess and the Frog and couldn't think of the name. All I could think of was Tiana.
I'll leave it with one more thing with the Princess and the Frog movie. I remember when that movie came out, and there were a lot of people around that, like, in forums from around the country who just like, I don't understand half the jokes. I didn't know what was going on here. Everyone in Louisiana was like, oh yeah, I know what's happening here.
What jokes wouldn't people get?
That Shreveport joke specifically, like, I know people know what Shreveport is, but like, when you know what Shreveport is.
I think I laughed at that joke because I think in context you can kind of take away that it's maybe not the nicest place or another kid. Because he says, what, y'all from Shreveport?
Shreveport?
But then after knowing you guys and learning about Shreveport, I found it funnier.
It's a terrible place. Don't go there.
Don't go to Shreveport.
Also, I was going to say this during the Donald Glover thing. Donald Glover just had an interview where he's like, he was so excited when they announced Yoshi without a voice actor. And apparently he said, my favorite thing was seeing people online say, yes, they got a nobody to play Yoshi.
I saw him say that.
Which I think is hysterical.
So, get a famous person to play Yoshi. It's actually Donald Glover.
That's Childish Gambino. So, that's my boy. All right. We
are. Our main story?
Yeah, we're going to talk about Tomodachi Living the Dream. Tomodachi Life. Sorry. This is going to probably be both of our first time. You didn't play the 3DS game, did you?
I did not play the 3DS game. I did, however, really enjoy all the memes that came from that 3DS game. Specifically the... Jesus! Oh! Yeah. That's one of my favorites.
I've never seen that.
Oh my gosh, wait.
Okay, she's going to send it to me. In the meantime, Tomodachi Life is essentially Nintendo's version of The Sims. And after playing the demo, I think I like it more because I could never get into The Sims. But something about this is so charming. So unbelievably charming. And in its presentation and the fact that it's once again, it's one of those games that does not take itself seriously. It is meant to be goofy and make you laugh. And that is exactly what they've accomplished here. At least with the demo. I haven't seen the full game yet, obviously. Let's see. She's still searching.
Can't find it. I'll have to find it later. I'll send it to you later. But it's basically a video. You can, like, obviously name people whatever you want. Tomodachi Life. You can create your own characters. And so somebody back in the 3DS version there can be romantic scenes between these characters. And so their main character was proposing to another me. And you're like, will you marry me? And then there's like a da-da-da, wait! And he's like, wait. And you turn around and the door slams and behind the door is Jesus. And he goes, Jesus! I love that video.
Oh, no, I have to find that at some point. Oh my god. I've already seen people recreate characters from the Boondocks. Oh my god. I mean, whenever I played the demo, I have like 6 Miis, and all these Miis I created, with the exception of the one that is me that I've created for myself back when the Switch 1 came out. All these Miis I created based off cartoon characters for Smash Bros. Like, I have a Squidward in there. I have some Final Fantasy VII characters in there. I have Hatsune Miku created for some reason. So I pulled them in. But I've seen some more wild ones online. Some, like, bananas creations.
I've seen some real wild demo video. Oh, I found it!
Oh, she's sending it. Now we have to watch it. We have to make sure we watch it.
Sending it. I'll send it to Discord.
I
have a couple other videos I'm going to show you. They're not appropriate to show on stream, though.
Okay, that's fine.
So we'll just do this one. I love this one. Jesus!
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna boop. Press the button. Wait, no. Open the link. Thank you. Oh, it was opening it. I will. Boop. Button. Play the video.
I'll give you a ruby pendant if you go out with me.
Hey.
Wait.
Wait!
They can't hear it.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I have stream muted.
Oh.
Jesus!
The fuck, dude? Oh, hey, look, it's us! Guys, we're live!
Yeah.
We're live on YouTube! Crazy! No, stop!
Wait. Jesus!
Jesus! But yeah, this game's just gonna be bananas. This game's gonna be fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I had more mixed feelings, I think, for the demo than I expected to have.
Okay.
I think I was overwhelmed by the concept of having to personally hand create every single me and their personalities. I kind of like more of the idea of just getting like a random assortment, kind of like Animal Crossing works in the sense that you design your player character, but then you get a random assortment of villagers and you can kind of like say goodbye to some and new ones come. I think I would like that system with this where new ones come and old ones leave. It felt like a lot of work when I was starting out. I spent a lot of time making my me, and then they're like, now make a second me. And I was like, oh, are you sure? That was a lot of work the first time. And then I even clicked because I wanted to test it out to see how it worked to like get help, where I was like, okay, I'm just going to have them design one for me and see what he turns out to be. And this pretty much still making him yourself, because they're like, what kind of hair do you want him to have? What kind of bangs do you want him to have? What color hair do you want him to have? What do you think his eyes should look like? What color eyes do you think he should have? And I'm like, okay. So this is the same thing. You're just phrasing it in the form of a question.
This is like the first time I've heard anybody upset about a character customization screen.
Let me say this. I think it's a good character customization screen. I think they have a lot of options, which is great because they've expanded the system a lot from when I used to play Wii Bowling. So I think they've done a good job expanding the Mii repertoire. I get tired after a while of creating characters. And so the concept that I'm going to have to like potentially have 8+ Miis on an island and I'm going to have to create every single one of them myself.
Not to mention when they have babies.
Yeah, it just felt like a lot of work to kind of get into the game. If I had started with one character and I moved her onto an island of existing Miis, or if that was an option to be like, we'll give you a random, or like randomize a Mii for you and throw it, but like you have to start every character from basis 1. And I don't get the feeling that this is going to exist as a Sims type game where you can have multiple families and then you can move them somewhere else and then you have generations and generations and like there's so many, like it seems like you're going to have one island and you're kind of going to be set on that island.
Let's see. Maximum Miis.
I don't have anything bad to say about it. I just personally got a little tired when I was playing last night where I was like, oh, I just spent a long time making this one Mii, and now you want me to make a second Mii? I'm going to have to hand make every Mii that goes on this island. But I did like a lot of it. I liked the aesthetic of it. It was super cute. I got really excited because the personality that you give your Mii, they get a color to correspond with that personality, and that appears to be the color of their house. And I got like a pinkish red for mine, so I was like,
same. That's the one I got.
Good luck.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Me and Emily have similar personalities. Who could have seen that coming? Crazy.
I was super excited to get the pink house, so that was nice. But yeah, it's a very super. I think my problem with this is that the only real kind of mechanics that you got to do with this is build a Mii, put them on the island, have them talk to someone, and feed them. You really didn't get to play with the other mechanics of the game or any of the decorating systems, which, if you know me, is going to be a big thing for me personally. So
there was a little bit more than that, which, yeah, because, all right, so you get to a point because you're supposed to, like, have your two Miis interact a couple of times and fill up the little thing in the middle.
Yes, I did that. And then I reached a point where it filled up the thing in the middle, and I was like, you can't fill this up anymore. You've reached the max for that.
Yeah, so at some point it said, oh, you can create a third Mii, which I did.
Yes.
Yes, so I created a third Mii. Yeah, so when you create the third me, it lets you look at the clothing shop and start looking at the clothing
Oh,
options
okay.
and stuff like that. So it introduces you to that. And it also, because I added my Hatsune Miku, I got to experience Hatsune Miku start having a crush on Squidward Tentacles me, which was very funny to see. Very weird. But yeah, it shows a little bit more than that. I think there's a lot of things that have been left out from the demo, obviously.
Yes, obviously. It's just first taste.
And now that I've Googled it when you were talking there, there's going to be, it looks like the rumor is there's going to be a cap of about 70 Miis per island.
70?
You want to know what's worse? That 70 is lower than the 3DS version.
And I'm sure it's like because they're supposed to get married and have kids and that's going to repopulate. But like the idea of making that many Miis, like you said, I kind of got to the point where I thought it was done and it was like, you can make a third me. And I was like, I really don't want to do that. It's like 11 p.m. I really don't want to make a third me. So yeah, it just, I don't know. It seemed like a lot.
This seems like
I guess
very much. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go first.
Yeah, I said this seems it's like it's going to be 100% an Allison game, which I'm going to make her play the demo after podcast tonight. I think she's going to be super into it.
I think right now it's too early for me to tell based on the demo. The way I would guess I would describe the way I feel about it is it feels like for every me I was making, it was the equivalent of making an entire new Sims family.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Like, you have to go through this whole screen, and then you have to get them a house, and then you have to get them set up, and then you have to... And so it feels like a lot to just kind of get established. I feel like once you are on an island with a lot of Miis, I think I'll have a lot of fun with it, decorating and seeing them all interact and be really quirky and getting all those fun scenes. I think I'm going to have a hard time getting to that point of having a lot of Miis, just because I simply don't want to have to keep coming up with different characters and different names and different personalities and different aesthetics. So I would love, like, a randomizer. Somebody to be like, well, throw a random me, and I'll be like, great. Throw some random wacky me's at me. Or if they had like an online system where like people can upload their me creations and you can download them into your game and like put them into your game, I think that would be pretty fun. Like somebody makes Hatsune Miku and then they're like, yeah, put this in the cloud, and then you can download it from the cloud, because I know The Sims does that too.
So I know there's not going to be online features, and that's part of the reason why there's not going to be a censorship option there.
So probably not then.
Yeah. If they repopulate, get the frame for, I don't want Miku and Squidward spawn. I agree. Listen,
What kind of terrible creature would that be?
I didn't make Mii's when I played the demo, because I had like 8 already created when I played Smash Bros. And so I'm like, I'm just going to use these. This just makes my life easy, and I can get through the demo. Yeah. Which is why I did it that way. I think I will create Mii's whenever I play the game. I don't know. Here's the big downside for me for this game. And it's not the game's fault. It's more Nintendo's fault than anybody else's. What a shock. It's Nintendo's fault. It's releasing on April 16th, which is the day before Pragmata comes out. So there's no way in hell. Like, what do you expect me to do, Nintendo? Sorry. That's
yeah.
my negative.
I think maybe also I just came up with a solution to my own problem, which is that I'll just bring my Nintendo Switch to my nieces, and I'll just make them all make a character.
You know what would be interesting? With the romance options and the family creation? I really hope that if the repopulation happens, like, it actually takes the characteristics and the looks of both Miis and just creates a Mii based off that, and you don't have to create that Mii.
I would, in like the same way The Sims does.
I mean, I don't know. As someone who's never played Tomodachi Life, I don't know.
I think it must. I think it simply must. Hi, sister. We were actually just talking about you. I'm going to put your kids to work for me. They're going to make my Mii. They're going to populate the island for me.
It's true. She was literally a few minutes ago.
No, I don't want to take them. I'm just going to hand them my Nintendo Switch and be like, each of you make a character, because I don't want to make 10 characters. So I'll let them each make a character or two and then let them loose on the island.
Allie, you sound like my sister right now. Take my kids. To take her kids.
She says, yeah, I got to take them. All right. I am taking them tomorrow to see Mario.
See, you get a night off. Look at you. Look at you go.
Coming too. She's coming too.
Oh, never mind.
She's seeing Mario as well.
I'm thinking of going Thursday since I'm not podcasting Thursday, and I streamed my extra day Monday. I might just go by myself on Thursday and go see the movie.
You should go see it,
I don't see
and
why
then
not.
just do like a back-to-back showing with Project Hail Mary.
I have to finish the book.
Like, if you wait to see I love you. If you wait to see this movie until you finish the book, we'll be here forever. We'll be here for like another year.
I know. I'll finish the book. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not finish the book tomorrow, but I'll read more tomorrow and tonight.
Okay. I mean, don't force yourself to read faster, but also,
You can
Alex
fly
says you
here.
can come to the movie with us.
I'm. Allie, are you gonna pay for my plane ticket?
It would be for naught though, because like she said, there's not any seats.
I mean, I'll stand. Actually, I
don't know if they allow that, Blake.
I went to go see. I think it was Civil War back when Marvel movies were still good.
No. You don't get to say back when Marvel movies were so good in the same sentence as Captain America: Civil War.
I mean, that's the exception. It really wasn't that great. Yeah, I remember people actually standing. Like, there were not enough seats, but they had people like standing in the aisles and shit. Because there's not
Is
enough
that
seats.
allowed?
I guess then again, this was Shreveport, so
That tracks for Shreveport.
no. But I'll buy your movie ticket. How are you gonna buy my movie ticket if there's no seats?
No, she said I'll buy your move ticket, so she's
Oh,
gonna
my-
pay for you to move to Michigan.
Oh yeah, she'll buy my move ticket. Oh,
Oh,
thank God.
Christ.
She's got okay. I need a house. I need a moving truck. I need movers and packers.
There you go.
I need.
If she's
You know
signed
what?
up,
You could hire the Packers themselves. Do the Packers football team, do they actually pack? Like, instead of just play football? Can they come pack my stuff? They're close to you guys.
Packers are Packers, maybe.
I mean, I know they're Wisconsin, but still. Allison will
Yeah,
come.
they're not really here is the problem.
I have a basement. Did me and Allison... Wait, do you have pets? If you have pets, like me and Allison
Yes.
can't live in... Damn, me and
Allison
can't
cannot
in a
live in
basement.
your house. She has 2 cats and a dog.
Yeah, my wife will literally die.
She cannot be your own animals.
I like animals. I love the pets.
It must be such a hard life to live. I don't know how I would make it without my pets. They bring me so much joy.
Look, it's been 7 years, and yeah, no, don't choose like this. Keep a pet.
Coming back to Tomodachi Life Living the Dream demo.
Tell you more.
Because, well, we only talked about it for about 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
It was our main topic for tonight, and we did discuss it for 5 to 10 minutes. So I feel like we should add some other things. I feel like we should have some more things to say.
I mean, I'm just excited. I just like goofy things. There's just something for me that if it's intrinsic. If you know anything about me as a person, my 2 favorite genres when it comes to movies and music and video games and everything is something that is either incredibly sad, depressing, and will rip me to shreds, or something that is incredibly goofy and off the walls bananas.
The duality of man.
I either want to be dying laughing or crying my eyes out
Crying.
feeling feelings, or both. Porque no los dos. And so, like, this just feels like it's gonna, give me that itch of goofy all the time, and I'm okay with that. I am excited to see something, just a bunch of random things that I create do some goofy stuff. And I couldn't get into The Sims, but maybe because it wasn't goofy enough, this feels like it's just off the walls, and I'm so in.
I think this is going to be a lot different from The Sims in terms of like the speed of gameplay and the style. I'm not sure Sims is the right. I feel like this is a blend of The Sims and Animal Crossing, in that doesn't this system operate on like a 24-hour world system?
Yes, it operates off real time.
Right. So that's what I mean in the sense of like this operates off real time, whereas like The Sims is in an hour is like 30 seconds.
I have to share what Ferg just sent me. Do you know what the Boondocks are, right?
No.
It's an old. I don't know if I don't think it's still running. It is this old like Adult Swim show.
Sure.
And someone made one of the characters from Boondocks, and that is hysterical to me. That is very funny.
That looks so intense.
That is so well done. It looks just like him. Let's see.
I think
Fine.
I'm going to have a lot of fun with this game, seeing all of the memes and the character creation that comes out of it. I don't know that I want to do my own character creation, other than like a couple.
This is what he's based off of.
Hey, that's a pretty good recreation.
That's like, come on. It's
That's
so on
pretty
the
dang good.
nose. I'm fully into that. Blake, do you watch Paradise? What's Paradise? What is she
What's
talking
Paradise?
It looks like a creepy Simpson. It totally seems like
it's got James Marsden in it, and what's his name? Sterling Brown.
Let me see.
Shailene Woodley.
Oh, I've seen clips of this, I think. I don't, but I'll watch it. I like Sterling Brown. And James Marsden's pretty okay. Yeah, I'll watch this.
The main character is named like Allie. You weren't here earlier to hear our news. It's not confirmed yet, but it's a rumor.
Oh, I have it up.
It's a leak. It's been leaked, but it's not official. But there's a pretty somewhat decent chance that we are getting a complete from the ground up remake of Ocarina of Time this year, as well as a Zelda Switch 2. So they're going to make Ocarina of Time with completely new graphics and new gameplay systems to look like a current 2026 game instead of the 1996 game that he is. Is it 1996, or did I just project my own birth year onto it? No, it's not 19.
Ocarina of Time is 90... I don't know. Let me see if someone mocked up a fake Switch 2. No, they didn't.
I saw it in one of the videos you sent me.
I know. I think that was AI generated, and I'm not doing that. I need to restart my computer at some point because everything is running like shit.
You probably could run faster than in the OG where you just had to roll everywhere and pray you made it to the drawbridge before sunset. Yeah, and it seems like there's going to be maybe a special Ocarina of Time Switch 2 to go along with it.
That's a big deal. You know what? My first me is going to be Link. I'm going to make a Link me.
I'm importing the two Miis I already made because that was a lot of work. And then maybe I'll make a Link.
Once again, just have Allie's kids do it for you. Have them make Miis.
Yeah, I'll just hand my sister to them and be like, each one of you take a turn creating a character.
Then all you have to do is set
Regular
their personalities
variety
and their
also, I don't
voices.
want them to all make a self-insert me. I want like an old person and an animal and someone weird. Like, I feel like they'll all just make cute characters.
There used to be, I think there is an import me thing too on Switch 2 already if you go to the Wii menu.
Import it from a me you've created elsewhere.
No. Like, if you... Not in the game. I think if you go to the me menu on your Switch or Switch 2, there's an option to download a me.
Oh.
Like, from a code or something. I'm seeing. I have to restart my browser because for some reason, everything is, like, falling apart right now. I'm going to restart my computer.
It takes a peek the me thing on Switch?
Import me on Switch. Like, yeah, if you go to the me thing on, like, the creative me on Switch.
Does it take it? Oh, and it makes you, so you can take a photo. Okay. That's cool.
How to copy, that's me from Wii U to Switch. But yeah, I think there are, like, download ways to get me's.
Okay, I'll have to look at that and see how I can do that. I just want a weird, wacky assortment of me type characters. You know?
Yeah, so do I. I just want,
I
like, a whole
want
bunch.
to see all the weird stuff they do. I want, like, an alien. I saw there was an alien in the original trailer, so I'd like an alien. I'd like an animal of some kind. I'd like a couple old people, maybe. I guess my thing is I just want, like, characters that feel like they are intentionally designed. But it's up to me to intentionally design them. So I'm gonna have to put in the work for that, I guess.
Emily only likes the interior design for cozy games. She doesn't like the building and the character creation.
Mine character creation to an extent. Like, I don't mind it in The Sims as much, but The Sims is like, I know if I put in a few hours of making a family, I'm going to play that family. And they're going to have, like, I'm going to put that family in the world, but that family is going to be able to interact with, like, the 150 NPCs that exist in the world already put there by Maxis, right? There's going to be all these different families. There's going to be random people who patrol the neighborhood, right? I don't want to make every single character that exists in the world to begin with.
Yeah, I here's my thing with cozy games is I love them for like a month and then I put them down just to never touch them again.
That is true. That's what you did with Animal Crossing, and that's what you did with Dreamlight Valley.
That's not true with that is not true with Dreamlight. I had Dreamlight Valley up for like a year and a half.
I think you had it up for that long.
It was like a year and a half, Em. I played so much of it with you. More than a month.
Okay, I want to go on to that game. I actually bet I could tell how long you played that game based on what characters you have.
I have everybody unlocked up through 2025, I think. I could tell you right now how long I played.
Up through 2025? No way, that means you were playing in December of this year.
No, like early 2025. Sorry, like up until 2025 happened, and then I haven't touched it probably since.
Oh, God, who did they release in December? So you got Timon and Pumbaa?
Yes.
When did you go back and unlock those?
I was still trying to get the platinum, and then at some point I just put it down.
He doesn't have horses. I don't think Blake didn't buy any of the DLCs.
I didn't buy any DLC. On purpose.
Yes, on purpose. Meanwhile, here I am, still trapped in the clutches of Dreamlight Valley, however many years later.
Crazy.
I'll never be free.
The PlayStation app sucks. What a shock.
Oh, that app. Yeah, the interior decorating is a big part for me. The expansions ruined it for me. Why? Oh, because it just became too much at once? I told you not to buy them all at once. You still had a lot of main game left. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's just too much. There's a lot to do in the base game, and then you add in the expansions, and it's just too much for any one person. I think the only reason I can handle Dreamlight Valley is because I've been playing it since day one. So every time they release a new character, I have all the other characters. But if I start Dreamlight Valley today, I think I die.
I think I know why I stopped these things so quickly, though. And it may be because of, thanks to the internet, I get on, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this, and I see what other people have done in like 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not I'm not going to do that. I'm not able to do that. How you do that? So the game came out 30 minutes ago. How did you build a castle? Dude, seeing Pocopia stuff straight, I'm like, how do you have the time for any of this?
People don't have lives, but also, it shouldn't be about what other people do. It should be about what you like.
I know.
That's
not true. And here's why I know that's not true. Because I was having fun with Dreamlight Valley, and then somebody had to come see my shop. And you know what the first thing that person said was? Blake, where are your paths? You don't have any paths!
Okay, I'll give you that one, because I think that's psychotic. I'm not saying you have to have beautifully decorated. Like, however you choose to decorate is great. Have paths, man. Have a path for your person to walk on.
You can't find where you're going without a path?
No. I need a path. Although, I guess, like, paths in that game are pointless because, unlike Animal Crossing, the characters don't actually use their paths, and it pisses me off. Like, we're 4 years into this game, and my characters don't walk on the paths. It makes me sick. Every time I see a character walking off in the grass, I'm like, could you please use this path that I made?
That I spent all this time doing. They'll walk through your garden instead.
Could you please stop? The thing that, like, pisses me off about this game is, like, they set all of the characters to do specific actions at certain times, but half of them are like, Prince Eric is gonna go to the edge of the peaceful meadow and stare out over the beach. But the spot he's supposed to stand in is, like, the back corner lot of the peaceful meadow, which, like, everyone fills up with, like, buildings and decorations. And so he's just lost behind 20 buildings staring out. It's like, why did you make the characters go around the outskirts? Like, you had to know people were going to put buildings around the outskirts.
Yeah, that's weird.
It makes me mad. And I love you, Dreamlight Valley. Sometimes you really piss me off.
That being said, I think that's going to do it here for us. today.
I think it is too. Also, I like what they do. I just can't do it. You don't have to do it. I spend a lot of time on my decorations, and I'll really like what to do it. And even I go to Reddit, and I'm like, I'll never be able to do what this person did.
Here's the thing. Emily says it just has to be what you like, and then she'll come and she'll judge you. She'll have some kind of
have a path, man. I like your decorations. If you don't have decorations, like if that's not the same thing. I'm saying if you design and decorate something, you should be proud of that. But if you don't do anything, then there's nothing to be proud of. You've done nothing.
That's not true. I've done all the side quests, and everybody has a home.
Decorating. You didn't
and
do
then I
decorating.
crafted stuff.
And where'd you put it, Blake?
In my chest in my house.
That's what I thought. You didn't decorate it. You built something and then you put it in a closet.
Oh man, I've seen people. Someone built like a whole subway system on one of their Pocopia islands, and I'm like, what the hell, dude? What the hell? And
have lots of time on their hands. People have lots of time on their hands.
And here's where the game becomes like Minecraft. They do have like buttons to where you can activate certain things happening. People are already learning how to make them into functional computers. I give it another month or two before we can play Doom in Pocopia. And you think that's a joke? They did it in Minecraft. You can play Doom in Minecraft, so fuck me, I guess.
Ugh. Okay. Well, I think that's going to call it. We'll call it on that one. Check back here to see when you can play Doom in Pocopia.
I don't know what's gonna happen. You won't see her next week. You might see me next week, but I will let you know. That all being said, remember kids, Microsoft hates when you call them Microslop, so continue to call them Microslop. Okay, fuck you, Microslop. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Bye-bye.